If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The NFL offseason is known for its twists and turns, but few could have seen this one coming. In a shocking development that has left fans and analysts buzzing, wide receiver Alec Pierce has officially joined the Cleveland Browns. Yes, you heard that right. Pierce, once seen as a rising star in the Indianapolis Colts offense, is now donning brown and orange. The move was confirmed early this morning through official team channels, sending ripples through the league and social media into a frenzy. The former Cincinnati Bearcat, who entered the NFL with high expectations and undeniable athletic potential, is now set to reboot his career in a new city, under a new scheme, and with a new quarterback. What led to this sudden change? Why Cleveland? And what does this mean for both the Browns and Pierce's future? Let's break it all down, because this is a move that could change more than just one roster. For Alec Pierce, the move to Cleveland might represent more than just a change of scenery. It could be the rebirth of his NFL career. Drafted in the second round by the Colts in 2022, Pierce came into the league with the kind of traits that coaches drool over: size, speed, catch radius, and big play ability. But despite some flashes of brilliance, his tenure in Indianapolis was inconsistent. Some blamed quarterback instability, others pointed to a lack of creative offensive design. Whatever the reason, Pierce never truly became the explosive threat many envisioned. Now in Cleveland, he gets a fresh start. A chance to work with a new offensive coordinator, a new system, and perhaps most importantly, a new quarterback situation that could finally unleash his full potential. For Pierce, this is about proving that the promise he once held is still very much alive. From the Browns' perspective, this move speaks volumes. It signals aggressive intent and a clear commitment to bolstering their receiver room with talent that still has room to grow. Cleveland has been on the cusp of real playoff contention in recent years, and one of their biggest missing pieces has been consistent wide receiver play. Amari Cooper has been solid, Elijah Moore has shown flashes, but injuries and inconsistency have plagued the unit. Alec Pierce, with his vertical ability and physical tools, offers something different. He's a big-bodied receiver who can stretch the field, win contested catches, and become a true red zone threat. More than just depth, he has the upside to change games. It's a calculated risk by Cleveland, but one that could pay major dividends if Pierce develops the way many believe he can. This isn't just about today. It's about building an offense that can dominate in January. Social media exploded with reactions within minutes of the announcement. Browns fans were quick to welcome Pierce, flooding his Instagram with supportive comments and optimism for what he could bring to the team. On Twitter, debates erupted. Some fans excited about his potential, others skeptical of whether he can produce at a high level. Meanwhile, Colts supporters expressed a mix of disappointment and understanding. While some were sad to see a young talent leave, others felt it was time for both sides to move on. The general consensus across the NFL landscape is that this move is one of the most intriguing developments of the offseason. It's rare to see a young player with untapped potential switch teams under the radar. The surprise element has only added fuel to the discussion. The question now is whether Pierce can seize the moment and rise to the expectations suddenly placed upon him. For Deshaun Watson and the Browns quarterback room, this acquisition couldn't have come at a better time. The franchise has invested heavily in Watson, and the success of that gamble hinges on surrounding him with weapons who can elevate his game. Alec Pierce has the tools to be one of those weapons. His ability to get downfield in a hurry, paired with Watson's arm strength and willingness to take deep shots, could form a deadly connection. Training camp will be crucial for building that chemistry. If things click early, defenses will have yet another threat to worry about, opening up opportunities for the run game and underneath routes. It's all about creating balance and unpredictability in the offense, and Pierce's arrival could be the missing link that ties it all together. Watson now has another reason to push hard this offseason, and Browns fans should be excited to see what's brewing. Coach Kevin Stefanski has a reputation for getting the most out of his skill players, and Pierce might be his next project. Known for scheming receivers open and designing balanced offensive game plans, Stefanski's system could be exactly what Pierce needs to thrive. In Indianapolis, Pierce was often relegated to deep routes without much variation in his assignments. In Cleveland, he'll have a chance to diversify his route tree, work from different alignments, and be a more complete receiver. The coaching staff has already expressed excitement about his versatility and coachability. Early reports indicate that Stefanski was a strong advocate for bringing Pierce in, believing his best football is still ahead of him. That kind of support from the top can go a long way in rebuilding a player's confidence. If Stefanski can unlock Pierce's full potential, this move could look like a steal in hindsight. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. The timing of this move also raises some strategic eyebrows. With OTAs in full swing and training camp just around the corner, Pierce enters a competitive environment where roster spots and depth chart positions are anything but guaranteed. He'll have to prove himself not only to coaches, but to teammates who have been grinding in the system already. That said, Pierce's athletic profile and pro experience give him a leg up over rookie prospects. The key will be how quickly he adapts to Cleveland's playbook and how well he builds rapport with Watson. With a team eyeing a playoff push, there's little room for growing pains. The expectation is clear: contribute immediately and elevate the offense. For a player like Pierce, who's hungry to rewrite his narrative, the challenge might be exactly what he needs. This isn't just a new team, it's a new chapter, and possibly the most important one yet in his young career. Looking beyond the football field, the move to Cleveland also offers Alec Pierce a chance to grow off the field, known for his work ethic and level-headed demeanor. Pierce now enters a city that embraces its athletes and expects them to be community figures. Cleveland has a passionate fan base that lives and breathes football, and if Pierce embraces that culture, he could quickly become a fan favorite. He's got the charisma, the background, and now the opportunity. The Browns organization has also been intentional about building a locker room culture that's tight-knit and resilient. Pierce's personality could mesh well with that vision. This isn't just a roster move, it's a chance for personal and professional transformation. And if history has shown us anything, it's that players who find the right environment often exceed expectations. Pierce now has that stage. The question is, how will he perform under the spotlight? In the grand scheme of the NFL, this move may not make front-page headlines like a blockbuster quarterback trade or a superstar signing. But smart teams win championships by making shrewd decisions like this. Finding value where others see uncertainty, taking a chance on upside. The Browns are gambling that Alec Pierce still has a ceiling he hasn't touched, and that with the right coaching and quarterback he can get there. It's a bet rooted in football IQ, not flash. And sometimes those are the moves that pay off the most, with a strong defense already in place and a quarterback with everything to prove. Cleveland just added another piece to its puzzle. The story of Alec Pierce is far from finished, and now it continues in one of the most football-obsessed cities in America. Whether it ends in triumph or turmoil remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, all eyes will be on Cleveland. Come kickoff. So as the NFL world absorbs the news, one thing becomes clear: this was more than just a transaction. It's a reminder of how fast things change in this league. One day you're a promising pick on a struggling offense. The next you're part of a rising team looking to make noise in a tough division. Alec Pierce's move to the Browns caught everyone off guard, but it might just be the move that defines the next phase of his career. For the Browns, it's a bold step toward offensive evolution. For Pierce, it's a lifeline, and for fans, it's another reason to tune in on Sundays. The surprise is real. The expectations are rising. And if everything goes right, this could be one of the stories we look back on as the turning point for a player, a team, and maybe even an entire season. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!